Spine roll-up explained. This is an exercise that's designed to enhance our mobility through our spine as well as transition into strength patterns. The basic concept of the spine roll, I'm going to show you from the side profile. We want to move through our cervical spine, through our thoracic spine, and through our lumbar spine in a complete range of motion. Here's a demo. I'm going to start by raising my chin and my rib cage tall. I'm going to tuck my chin and begin rounding my back as much as I can as I approach the floor with my hands. I'm going to get as low as I can, and then I begin standing, uncoiling one vertebrae at a time until I reach full extension. What you notice during that movement, I started at the top, I started to round until I made it all the way as low as I could, and then I stood up and I tried to unround as much as I could. A quick difference between a spine roll-up and an RDL or hinge-based exercises. In a hinge or an RDL or a deadlift, we move through the hips and we keep our back flat. With the spine roll-up, we round the spine. Because we're segmentally moving through the vertebrae, as opposed to stabilizing the vertebrae with a flat back, it allows for that mobility to happen along the entire length of the spine. Now, you may have an experience or a coaching background where you've been taught to only bend over with your back flat. And in many cases, that is really important. It really depends on the specificity of the exercise. And for this exercise, we're encouraging mobility in our spine. And so we want that segmental rounded position. We can load this exercise, and then we can accompany the mobility with strength. So here are a couple examples of how to load the exercise. We could be using any implements, barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, plates. I've got a few examples here. I could hold dumbbells in my hand. Same thing, I'm going to start by moving through my neck, dropping the chin, rounding the back, letting the shoulders roll forward, keeping my knees straight as I approach the floor. As I stand, again, I want to keep the back as rounded as possible as I roll up and through to full extension. Okay? Again, it'd be the same if I was going to hold a kettlebell. Again, it doesn't matter how we're holding the kettlebell. I could hold it here. I could hold it like this. We just want to put a weight in our hands if we're going to use the exercise in our program for strength. So here's an example with a kettlebell. And one more example that we can show, if it's easy for us to make it all the way to the floor, then we could stand on an object that gets us higher from the floor, which will allow us for a more increased range of motion. So here's that example. Movement pattern is the same. I'm just now a few inches higher off the floor, which may allow me to have a bit of a deeper stretch and reach. Again, trying to round the back as I uncoil, rolling up. Excellent. Again, this exercise is designed to really target the length of our back. We may sense some stretching in the hamstrings, lower back, middle back, upper back. The key takeaway is to round as much as you can as you roll down, and the name of the exercise, round as much as you can as you roll up. Spine roll up.